My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. You gotta listen, the door's locked.
Okay.
The only exception I know is the case when I'm out on a quiet spree.
You want to hold it down and somebody's sleeping back there.
Fighting vainly the old ennui. And I suddenly turn and see your fabulous face. I get no kick from champagne. Alcohol
Doesn't thrill me at
Alcohol
all.
doesn't thrill you?
Tell me why should
I don't believe a word of that.
And I get a kick out of you.
Some like the perfume from Spain. I study with you. I'm sure that if I took even one sniff, why, it would bore me terrifically too. Yet I get a kick out of you. It's a long one, isn't it?
I get a kick
When?
every time I see you standing there before.
I get a kick, though it's clear to see that you obviously you do not adore me. I get no
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome back to the Brooklyn Cafe Show, your favorite show of all time. And here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Trippy's in the house.
Trippy's practicing.
Happy Tuesday to you.
We'll be using Trippy on our concert tour that we're launching over the weekend. And I'm going to tell you, one more person complains that one of them is not in order of date. I'm going to scream.
Here's the thing. You do not pay attention to detail.
I do, but I don't.
But you don't.
But I don't.
You don't at all.
But I do.
You just want to get it up and going.
But I don't.
I
do the
know.
Jaycee Dreesen.
No, she would pay
formula.
attention to detail.
Oh, no, she kills me.
But detail.
She says to me, I know. She
Even
says,
if-
that picture, the letter's off.
I know.
How off is it? It's off too much.
It was way off. It was midnight.
And did you fix it?
Of course.
And my concerts are all over the place.
I know.
Am I going to fix it?
No. Gio's going to fix it.
Yeah, so same difference. Get your tickets now.
If there's spaghetti, Freddie just throws it all at the wall, and then we all go, but no, you have to fix it. And then even Zari said, you have to fix it.
Do you know the secret to spaghetti sticking on the wall?
What?
You got to take it out the box. Hello. I take it out the box. It cooks up a little bit. And there we go.
My panic attacks had panic attacks over the weekend. I've never had a layered panic
You
attack.
get me so nervous.
Because you don't have attention to detail.
I don't.
I know.
That's why you're here. Who's on first? Listen, the bottom line is October 19th, I'm excited to announce that the Amp Media and Jaycee Dreesen production, a.k.a. Jaycee, or whatever.
Jaycee Star.
Yeah, Jaycee who?
Star
Star.
Productions.
Star Production is going to be producing Johnney T and Friends. And Johnney T is hey. I got also some trivia, some stuff to give away, to talk about Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, things that you did not know. For example, You know that Dean Martin always had a cigarette and a glass of bourbon or something yellow, right? Does anybody know what was in the glass? Because it wasn't anything to drink. It wasn't a drink. Anybody knows what it was?
It wasn't something to drink?
It wasn't,
or wasn't
a
bourbon?
drink. It wasn't bourbon. It wasn't whiskey.
Lemonade.
Yes. Lemonade?
Yeah.
Yellow lemonade? Apple juice. Who said that? That's why they call you Johnney T. But nobody heard you because you're not talking in your mouth.
Apple juice.
Microphone.
So he drank apple juice in a tumbler?
Juice. Apple juice, right, Johnny? Apple juice.
Wow.
And the funny thing is that every show that I watched as a kid growing up, because he went down that spiral staircase,
With apple juice.
was apple juice and a cigarette.
I got to tell you, it changes my whole thought process now. It was much sexier when I thought it was bourbon. Apple juice? Really?
Well,
There's something sexy about a guy who has bourbon, whiskey, and a big ice cube and a cigarette, although it's going to kill you, all of those things, but it's still kind of sexy
Somebody
at the
give
time.
me some apple juice. I may believe it's bourbon.
Ain't
I wanna
nothing
be
sexy
sexy.
about apple juice, I got to tell you.
But you didn't know that.
No, I think you
Okay,
kind of
so
ruined the
don't
whole
listen.
facade now.
I always wondered how this guy stays sober.
He didn't.
And do you know that's another false. He was always sober.
Really?
Yes. I looked him up. Did you know that, Johnny?
Yes, he was.
He was
He
always
was
sober.
always sober.
Wow.
And I'll give you another one. When the Rat Pack went out to party, because they were heavy party, he used to go home to the kids, Dean Martin. He never hung out with the Rat Pack. He used to take the pictures, and go home, because he was a family man. Did you know that?
Did not.
The parts of him acting like a little loony, they had to convince him to do that. He was straight up, straight laced.
It was all showbiz, huh?
It was
That's
all
showbiz, baby.
That's
All
right.
showbiz,
And
wow.
then some of the other things about Dean Martin was that he always never went to practice for his show. The show that he never rehearsed. Everybody else was waiting and wait. He's not coming. He never showed up. He never rehearsed. Not one show. Not one. He ad-libbed everything.
Amazing.
Who'd that remind you of?
Us?
So the next time you act a little nuts, when you get a little loony over the weekend and you're driving me insane,
I drove you insane yesterday.
telling me this is, and
I
I haven't even
silent-
finished it.
I silently drove you insane. See, Chuck didn't know I was even talking to you, so I'm texting you going crazy. I'm sitting by the pool, making myself nuts. Texting you. I finally had to go in the pool because I was like totally on a full-on panic
Did
attack.
you drown?
And I'm still
You
here.
didn't drown.
And he said to me, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Well, let me tell you." I went, "Bop, bop, 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 bop." He said, "Have you told Freddie?" I'm like, "Yes." Very calmly, "Yes, I told
And I
Freddie."
said to him,
and yes, I told Gio.
We make a phone call and today it's resolved.
I told Freddie. I told Gio. Full-on layers of panic.
No, I'm going to give you the funniest thing. So I'm putting Jaycee's concert in for November 10th, right? I'm putting it in there, and people are buying tickets.
I
and
know.
this one's screaming at me, so I took it down. And people called me and said, "Where's the tickets?" I said, "Let me put it back up." And people bought more tickets.
I know.
And I took
Tickets-
it down.
People were buying tickets yesterday. More and more.
And she's screaming at me, all right? And I'm trying to move things around. I said, you know what? Leave it alone. They find it.
But we've got a lot of great concerts coming up. We've got the Bee Gees Tribute Band coming up October 12th down at Savour Cinema. Two of them, one at 6 and one at 8. So we've got two concerts on that day. Then we've got Johnney T doing two concerts the following Thursday on October 19th, a matinee and then an evening with Frank and Dean. And then we may have some at the end of the month. And then we've got Jaycee on November 10th so far. So a lot of good stuff. And then I think we've got Fleetwood Mac. I got to pick a date. I got to come up with a date for that Fleetwood Mac tribute. And then he wants to do a ZZ Top. I'm not a ZZ Top fan, so I don't even know how to promote
I don't know
ZZ
about
Top.
that. We got to find like a dark room somewhere for them.
I'm not sure. And now Tony Wilson, I think, is going to work with us
See now!
with, yes,
I'm black and I'm
Johnny Brown.
That's, who's
Johnny Wilson.
Who's Wilson play?
He plays,
Sounds like?
sounds like,
Come on.
James Brown Band.
James Brown.
A lot of names in my head. So he called me over the weekend that he wants to work with us as well. So a lot of good stuff.
And the Gypsy Kings also are coming forward. They want to do a tribute to movies. I guess you influence a lot of people with this.
He wants to do the movies, and
influence
he's
with the
got,
movies.
it's called Papa, it's got a whole klezmer band he does.
He does that Jewish thing.
Klezmer band, yes.
What's that?
The Yiddish Papas. He's got a trio Yiddish Papas. I'm like, you got to do the Yiddish. We can't do it for the Rosh Hashanah because that's next week, but we can do it for Hanukkah, which I think would be a home run.
He's at 12 different synagogues, so he says, Reddy, I don't know how to be in 12 places at one time.
I never knew gypsies were Jewish. I never knew that was a thing. It's a whole new culture I get to learn about.
Charlie Chaplin was Jewish. Was a gypsy. Did you know that?
I did not. And I never knew gypsies was a culture or a nation. I just thought it was a word, like they called people like the way you dress, but it's a whole, he's gypsy by birthright.
Yeah, he was born
into a whole gypsy tribe. They say that that's like the other tribe of Judaism. It's like the 13th tribe.
And you know what happened in Las Vegas? They're finally heading out today.
In Nevada? Oh my God, Burning Man, that's been crazy.
And
I think I saw Prosperity on the news.
I saw Prosperity and I saw Alan. Glenn.
On the news?
On the news. They were walking by in mud up to here.
Burning Man guy got told. They said they've got enough rain for a year in 2 days.
And they showed the Burning Man at the end.
How did it burn in the rain?
Oh, that thing will burn on
there
Mars.
It is.
Yeah.
No, that's Hard Rock. That's our next venue. Yes, that's where we're going next.
What is that?
Hard Rock.
Oh, that's the Pink Floyd concert.
No, Pink Floyd's at FAU.
So who's at Hard Rock?
That's where we're going to go next.
We're going to go next?
We're going to go next.
And then she says I confuse her. I have no idea what the hell she's talking about. But anyway.
That's all right. We had Happy Licious cookie dough in the house. We've got Betsy Cohen. This is raw, edible cookie dough. Yes, no eggs in it. All flour that you can eat raw. So we're going to do some
How do you make a cookie dough with no eggs?
Taste testing. How do you make cookie dough with no eggs, Betsy?
As long as it doesn't have to be baked, you don't need the chemistry of the leavening in the oven.
Doesn't it rise?
It doesn't. It's not meant to be baked.
Can we use it for Passover then? It has not risen.
The flour would be questionable, even though it's heat treated. So it's a question of, does it get heat treated within that 18-minute timeline that they give for Passover flour?
Is that why you can have matzah with flour, because it's only baked for 18 minutes?
It's less than 18 minutes. I think it's 18 minutes from start to finish of when they get it done.
For it to be acceptable?
For it to be acceptable for
Passover.
Passover.
You got to do a Puerto Rican cookie. We don't care how long you keep it in there. Right, Johnny?
That's what I meant.
Oh man! All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, let's do some Happy Licious cookie tasting. We're going to talk to Jaycee. We're going to talk to Johnney. See what else our crew has lined up for the day after Labor Day. See what you all did over the holiday weekend. I panicked. Have a great one. Stay tuned on the other side of this break. We'll be right back. I panicked. AMP2 Media Productions, in collaboration with True Oldies Radio and Comcast TV, bring you the opportunity to spotlight your business on Monday Night Football on ESPN. By targeting your preferred Comcast region, your commercial will be spotlighted during NFL and NCAA football season, reaching over 1 million viewers. Let AMP help you amplify your impact in the community. Contact us at 866-224-5422 to create your own commercial today.
If you're tired of only working for your money and are ready to get your money working for you, then check this out. This is the Transact card, the first of its kind Visa bank card where you double your dollars on every transaction. Transact card provides you with a system for your money finally works for you. The days of underwhelming 1% to 2% cashback are over. Are you ready to welcome in dollar for dollar rewards, doubling your buying power and creating financial momentum? Look, if you've been trying to save your way to wealth and that isn't working out the way you hope, maybe it's time to try spending your way to wealth instead. Learn more at gman.mytzt.com. That is gman.mytzt.com.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? AMP Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Melberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Melberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
South Florida's Good Time Oldies. Now, Boca and Delray Beach have their own oldie station. Catch us on 95.3 FM. It's the greatest rock and roll hits of the 60s and 70s. On South Florida's Good Time Oldies, 95.3 FM.
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
And you're back. This is what you're going to get from the Happylicious cookie dough.
You know what I'm going to put on
You want to
here?
see what I get?
I'm going to...
All of that. And you can have this. I'm going to keep you healthy.
So I'm going to eat this? I'm just going to get a splinter.
Maybe this one with low sugar. We're
So
going to
you
talk
get all
to
that
Betsy.
and I eat this.
We're going to do some taste testing.
Maybe we put a fortune cookie on the spoon.
That's a good idea.
It says, eat this and you'll never gain a pound. Fortune.
Although you'll always be happy. We've got Betsy Cohen here from Happylicious, and this is so amazing because that entire jar is 2 servings.
Right.
Only 260 calories for the entire jar.
Per serving.
Oh,
This-
per serving.
This
Oh, I was
per
close.
serving. So this is this a serving? 1 spoonful is a serving?
No, you get much more than 1 spoonful per serving. But what you also find is sometimes 1 spoonful is all that you want. You want a little bit of something to make you happy, and then you can close up the jar, you take it with you where you're going, and you keep eating it later on.
I'm Puerto Rican. I don't know when to stop.
It's like 1 chip.
The 1 chip, right?
Can you
Good luck
stop?
with that. No.
No.
But my question is this. I don't understand what 260 calories even means. I really don't care about that. What I care about is sugar, carbohydrates. So if I can eat it, that little jar, that's a snack.
Right. And each one does have different nutritional panel. It depends on the flavor. For the sugar content, everything is broken out for you. So we always want consumers to know what they're getting and to make sure it does fit with what they're looking to accomplish.
And is this a spread? Tell me what it is.
Happylicious is edible cookie dough. We have the cookie dough in the jar. We have a 2-in-1 cookie mix also, but that's a separate thing. But the cookie dough in the jar is eggless, and we use a heat-treated flour. That's what makes it safe to eat as a raw product. So flour that you buy on the shelves in the grocery store can carry E. coli, salmonella, and listeria, which those things are bad. So we avoid that. This is just open up the jar and enjoy. It can be a spread. You can spread it on mini pretzels. You can spread it on cookies. We just did a puff pastry that looks kind of like a cannoli, that it's stuffed with our cookie dough. There are a lot of things that you can do with it, mix it into ice cream as well. Or you just open up the jar and enjoy it.
All right, so let me get this straight. When my mother made a cookie,
yes,
we always ate the stuff out of the bowl.
You weren't
Always.
supposed to.
Nobody told me that.
I know.
You're not supposed to eat that?
No.
Right.
Why?
Because the raw egg has salmonella, could potentially have salmonella.
Well, back in the
you should
day-
never lick the spoon.
But back in the day, we didn't have salmonella.
I know, we all
That's
survived and we
recent-
licked the spoon.
That's a recent thing. Because
Things are
we
different.
used to get sick all the time. We didn't know what the hell we were
Things
getting
are
sick
different
of.
now, though.
All right, so now I have these, and I can make these little balls and put it in vanilla ice cream.
You could just take a scoop of it. You could take a spoonful. You can mix it into your ice cream if you want to mix it into your ice cream. And then you have your own cookie dough ice cream.
So she was telling me the original formulation were little balls of cookie dough. And what did your T-shirt say?
My T-shirt said, "Taste my balls." So it was great. I would go to tastings, and what was so much fun about it was I would stand there saying, "Come taste my balls." And, you know, people would stop because it's not something normally you would hear somebody saying. But what was wonderful is they turn around and they see this, older woman who was saying, "Come taste my ball," that obviously with a big smile on my face. So it made it just fun and different. And then the pandemic hit, everything stopped, and it gave me the chance to really evaluate what worked in the business.
That is some tagline. They would never, ever let me say anything, but a girl gets away with it.
A girl gets away with it.
Yeah.
Good
That's not
marketing.
fair.
I'm okay with it not being fair on that one.
Well, how did the whole Happylicious concept come to be?
Happylicious came about because I worked part-time in a custom pastry
I
shop.
just need you to be closer to your mic.
Thank you.
Okay.
I worked part-time in a custom pastry shop, and everything was made to order in this shop.
It's not fair.
So I would want something to eat, but it wasn't available, and people would come pick up their cake, and if it was missing a slice because I was hungry, they would get very upset. But the only thing I was allowed to have was a frozen chocolate chip cookie dough ball. And that was my lunch every day for the 3 years that I worked there.
Oh my gosh.
And when my nieces introduced me to edible cookie dough, my first thing was, no, the egg. Nope, it didn't have egg. So that's what
so
started
these balls have no eggs.
The balls had no eggs. The jars have no eggs.
So I could say, would you like to taste my balls? And it'll be okay,
But
right?
there are no more balls, now it's in the jar.
There are no more balls. It's a jar.
It's okay, you make a ball.
You could make your own balls of dough. This is true.
Johnney, you could be the spokesman of would you like to taste my balls? Think about that, bada boom.
It's like it's like Linda with the dating scene. How many different flavors are there?
I have 3 childhood classic flavors that are always available. So chocolate chip, birthday party, and chocolate peanut butter we launched this year. For the holiday season, we bring back the chocolate peppermint cocoa. But we have to wait for those red Andes mints to come back on the market because they pull them as soon as the season is over. And then I also have fun and hip boozy flavors. So the boozy flavors contain alcohol as an ingredient, not an intoxicant. So think about, when you add vanilla extract to something. So instead of vanilla extract, it may have a key lime liqueur or coffee liqueur, and we have 4 flavors of that.
But it won't get you drunk, it's just a
It will
flavor.
not get you drunk at all. It's just the fun of it.
So the jars are no bake, you eat it just with a spoon.
Right.
This is like your food. This is like, you don't need nothing else in life except this to
Here's the
sustain
peppermint
yourself.
cocoa. Because I could snack all day long, right? I don't need a meal, I could just graze, I call it, all day long.
Right.
Like it just graze.
I'm
But then,
gonna get a chain and put one of those little containers around.
Right?
You'll be grazing every day, all day.
but then the cookie dough in the mix, you can either mix it and eat it raw, or you can actually bake them and make cookies.
But it's only 18 minutes. Does it cook in 18 minutes?
Well, no. For the cookie
That's
mix.
only for Passover.
That's Passover. So for
Moving
the cookie
on.
mix, it is a 2-in-1 cookie mix. We use the same heat-treated flour
Right.
that makes the jar safe to eat as a raw product, and that's what we include in the mix. So it has all of the dry ingredients for either chocolate chip or birthday party, and you decide, do you want to mix and eat? In which case you add butter, vanilla, and water, and you have a big batch of cookie dough that's safe to eat.
Wow.
Or if you include an egg, then you bake them into cookies that are fresh from the oven, and
Oh,
you
so
get to enjoy the
can
cookies.
include an egg. This is like an optional cookie.
Only on the mix.
Only in the mix.
Only on the mix. On
The jar
cookie
is
dough,
eat it and go.
just enjoy it.
That's like lunch.
It is. And you
Right?
can, what's really fun, you can pipe some into a raspberry or a strawberry, hull out a strawberry, pipe it in, so you've really got like a fruit salad.
See that?
So let me get this right, Mrs.
It's the
I never
Jewish way
turned-
of she must cook like me. I
never-
got to tell you.
I never turned
I
on.
just met her the first time.
Mrs. I never turned on the stove. Would you turn the stove on, add an egg, and make regular cookies?
Yes, that I could do. That I could handle. Or just in a jar.
No, here we go. The jar is, you want a cookie here, eat the jar. It would be a
That's
crunchy
incredible.
cookie. You probably hit me over the head
What's
with
your favorite flavor?
Chocolate chip is our best seller, and I can have 8 flavors out, and somebody says, I want the cookie dough, and I know that they mean chocolate chip, because that's what we all think of for cookie dough.
She wants to try it.
I taste every
Come on.
flavor, every batch gets tasted, and yay, come try.
She's coming to try.
Fabulous.
So let me get
Have
this
a
right.
spoon.
Can you use your fingers to take it out of the jar, or do you have to have something?
As long as it's your finger in your jar, that's perfect.
Personal jar.
Tasting somebody's balls, I might as well just enjoy it.
And this is you have a commercial kitchen in West Palm.
Commercial kitchens in West Palm. We sell locally in Palm Beach County, in the Whole Foods in Palm Beach County, the Breakers Palm Beach. We're a vendor with the Palm Beach County Convention Center. And then we also sell on Amazon and the website, and our website as well.
All right.
How is it?
I just tried it.
Well, how long does it take you to taste a piece of cookie dough?
I'm indulging.
Oh,
You want to savor.
she must like it.
Let's
She's
try-
indulgent.
Savor it.
Should I try the chocolate peanut butter? Zari, which one you want to try?
We use Belgium chocolates for the chocolate chip.
All right. Let's try that. Let's
you
try
could
the
try-
chocolate peanut butter.
Chocolate peanut butter.
This is like between gigs when you guys are singing and you have to wait. It'll give you a little scoopy doopy.
It's just happiness. They're peanut butter chips in our
We have to see
Oh my
what the
gosh.
chocolate PB.
Is
So
it
chocolate
gluten-free?
PB is a very dense chocolate.
How's
We use
that
a
one?
cocoa powder.
All right.
I don't even know
That
what
one.
gluten
That
is.
one. I got the eye roll. So we got to try
What's
this
a
one.
gluten?
Are any of them lower in sugar, or are they all about the same?
They are. There are differences, slight differences. I believe its birthday party is the lowest in sugar,
Oh my gosh!
but
It's just
they're
raw
pretty
cookie
close.
It tastes like, it smells like chocolate.
Well,
dough. It
it's
tastes
good.
delicious.
This is just the original chocolate chip, but it's like normal, but it's so much
I
better.
gotta try the other side. I'm glad the spoon has two sides.
Exactly.
You won the best dessert for the Orange Bowl, food and
Wow.
wine. Oh, look at cookie
I
dough. You can bake
did.
two in
in
one.
2022. I wasn't able to
Wow.
participate
Which
one you wanna
this
try,
year, but
Josh?
in 2022, it was best
Chocolate.
dessert.
Josh, you got to try the chocolate.
I'm looking at that coffee.
Perfect. Coffee
I like coffee,
liqueur.
So you could try that one.
Coffee
This is
liqueur.
unbelievable.
The chocolate chip is good. That chocolate peanut butter is amazing.
This, gluten or not, this is unbelievable.
I love it.
Oh my gosh! Which one do you want to try? Just taste
Cinnamon
it.
donut.
Scoop
You
it and
open
eat
up the
it.
instructions. What
It
do I
contains
do?
alcohol as an ingredient. Not
Well,
as a
I'll get
top.
you something.
You're welcome. I
What
always like
flavor is
people to
that,
know
the coffee?
Before they eat.
So good.
And the coffee liqueur is really fabulous. Mix it into some coffee. Yeah. That's also a lot of fun. Like, as the coffee is pouring out, stir it in when it's really hot, and it just kind of dissolves.
just tried the
you can
birthday
take
party.
A taste.
Johnny
just
T, you
can't
wanna
eat
try
it.
one?
Just a little taste.
No, because if
You can
if
try all of them.
somebody
We'll
can't
get
have
a clean
gluten,
spoon.
then that would not be the right thing.
Which you
want
want to
people
try? I got a
happy.
spoon. Which you want to try?
Which one would you like to try, Jaycee?
I wish I could try it, but I can't. 'Cause it's
We'll have to do a gluten-free one.
I had a gluten-free when I had the balls, And
She had the
then
balls
when
and
I
the gluten-free one.
switched to the jars,
I
it
would
was
love to have a
not
gluten-free ball, truthfully.
our highest seller. It was really the lowest seller. And what I kind of decided at that point is there are some companies
party's
that
good?
authentically do gluten-free. And everything that they have, their kitchen is gluten-free. And I encourage people to support those businesses.
Johnny, want to try? Johnny, which one do you want to try? Birthday cake, chocolate peanut butter.
You know what? This is great.
All right. She didn't
There
bring
are
birthday
times
cake.
at night because I can't have sugar.
Which one is this?
That you need like a little something,
You
something.
just need a little something.
Can you grab me a
I mean,
clean
very
spoon
little
or a
bit.
knife, please?
Right.
That jar lasts me maybe 2 months.
Well, that's what I was saying is
come
people
on.
will say,
Seriously.
I need the whole thing, I'll eat the whole thing in one sitting, but oftentimes they have some and
What do you
it
think?
satisfies the craving that they had.
Yes.
So that's really what they're
I'm
going
satisfied. I licked.
Oh, this is the coffee.
I
You want to
licked the
try the
balls.
coffee?
I'm done.
Want to try the coffee?
You know, I'm supposed to just have a taste, and you make it.
Have a taste.
I use the other side.
Well,
Use the
you're
other
just
side.
having a taste of a couple of things.
Coffee is delicious too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. You're putting it in your coffee?
That's what she recommended.
Oh, here.
Put some in the coffee.
Oh my gosh.
And
Here's the
stir it
lid. I can't wait to see how you guys edit this
Jaycee, the
piece up.
coffee one, you would die for.
The coffee one?
Sure. I love
But my
coffee.
favorite is the chocolate.
How about, I think I
Whole
ran out of
peanut butter or the
spoons.
chocolate
The
chip?
chocolate peanut
Peanut
butter?
butter.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What
The
chocolate?
chocolate
Just
peanut butter?
launched.
Jaycee,
This is like
you need,
torture.
you need like a
Stop
finger.
talking.
You need like a fingernail, just to put a little bit on your tongue. That's all you need.
The birthday cake is like raw cookie dough.
It's just a
Like
party.
if you just know cookie dough, that's the birthday cake. What's this one? Oh, birthday
Okay,
cake.
everybody just has
No,
to
it's
go
too
and
much.
buy it.
So don't eat it all.
Exactly.
Just taste it.
And we do custom labels for all of our jars as well,
Sure.
which is kind of fun.
So we can white label Brooklyn Cafe Show cookie dough.
Right.
Which one would, Jay, you want to try some cookie dough? Do you eat cookies? I know Nikki doesn't, that's why I asked.
Eat cookies.
Please.
Nicole doesn't, so that's why I
chocolate.
asked.
The chocolate is a stirrer upper.
We have chocolate chip birthday party, coffee.
They're oh, I got
liqueur,
some up
cinnamon
here,
donut,
too.
or boozies
Oh,
that
it's
contain
delicious.
alcohol as an ingredient,
Chocolate
not
chip
an
peanut butter.
intoxicant.
I can
and then
only
chocolate
imagine what a
chip.
cookie tastes like. How was
Here's
it?
some other flavors too.
Johnny, how did it taste?
What's the cost factor here? How much
The
is it?
cost factor is
Oh, my spoons.
on, let's see, the website, 4 jars is 34.
4 sides.
Okay. And a bag?
The mix itself is 20. Excuse me, no, the mix is 15. It makes about 30 cookies.
No. Okay.
That, or a very large batch of cookie dough.
Well, a very
Okay.
large cookie.
And
Or
the mix we're going to start launching on Amazon within the next couple of weeks.
This is a great hostess gift also. If you're going for the holidays or
Yes.
kids going to college, send them something. They don't even need an oven. You can just eat it.
Right. And we ship across the country. So it's easy.
It's delicious.
Refrigeration?
Happy-licious. Happy and
Happy-li-
delicious. It is safe outside the refrigerator for a week, which is what allows us to ship across the country safely without needing coolants in the packaging. And then 4 months refrigerated.
Wow.
Or a year frozen.
Now,
What, G-Man wants some?
let them try. Now, this is also.
you make a cookie out of
This is
it?
the perfect.
Oh, okay.
This is
bring
the
it in.
perfect jar for all you heartbreakers. For those of you who are on a date and you break up. You know what you do? You go to the fridge and you take out the ice cream with the spoon. What kind of crap is that? You get this and one of these and you are done. Less calories, less a lot of this, less a lot of that, and it tastes just as delicious.
You could just do one spoonful. You're right. You don't have to eat the whole jar.
Right. You don't have to eat the whole jar.
Yeah.
Question Espen said?
Yes.
Can we still make cookies out of this?
No. With the jars of cookie dough, if you tried to bake them, you would get a blob of dough. Because there isn't an egg in it, and there isn't a leavening agent either. So
Can I put a drop of this into the mix, or does it taste all the same?
But you can make those cookies and put the spread between it and have like a
yes,
cookie sandwich.
You could do a cookie sandwich.
Oh.
So
Oh, never mind. That answers
Okay.
it.
Can make
Yes.
a cookie sandwich.
Right. And we also
So when
what's
you make
really
me
fun,
cookies,
the
I bring the
chocolate-covered
other thing, we
pretzels,
put it
you
in
know, the
between.
mini pretzels. Do a sandwich with those, or take mini pretzels that are not chocolate dipped, and then dip halfway, and then you could put some sprinkles on it. So those are great also if you're entertaining.
Wow.
It's a lot of possibilities.
A
There
lot
are a
of
lot of
possibilities.
Even you can cook up a
Even
storm.
I could serve up a storm. I know. You get some strawberries, right? Everyone can dip their
Yes.
own. I don't even have to do the work ahead of time. No microwave even involved in my cooking situation here. Just open a jar.
Can you make a cookie in the microwave, or you need an oven?
think you need an oven.
You can?
Actually, can you? I know you could do the cake in a mug. I've seen that.
I've seen
because
this.
I've done those and put cookie dough on top of
I
it
have
when it comes out.
a dish. You put an egg in it, and then you cover it, and all of a sudden you get a fried egg. It's unbelievable.
I think this would be so much fun for some of the concert venues we're doing. Yeah. FAU, Pink Floyd, think college kids.
You know, I'm thinking about on a Ritz cracker.
You could do that.
Everything
Instead of
sits good
Nutella,
in
you got the chocolate peanut butter spread. Better than Nutella any day. Good option. How do people get the cookie dough?
They can order it. Amazon is the easiest way, but also through the website. So happylicious.com or Amazon, or if you're in Palm Beach County, Whole Foods in Palm Beach County, or if you are staying at the Breakers in Palm Beach. That's beautiful.
You're staying at the Breakers in Palm Beach? Of course. I'm heading up there now.
Anyone have a favorite? Jay?
Chocolate.
I think they like the coffee in the other room. The coffee one?
The chocolate one.
The chocolate peanut butter?
Chocolate peanut butter.
Chocolate chip for you? See, everyone's got a different favorite.
But that's what's so wonderful, is there is something for everybody. And at the end of the day, what we love to do is deliver happiness in every bite of what we are offering. And you pick the flavors, so you get authentically, what do you love? And you don't have to eat something that you don't love, because we have it all.
And you can pick like a different 4-pack. You said is $30. You can get 4 different
35.
flavors.
You can
35.
pick on Amazon. We do offer a variety pack that has chocolate chip birthday party, coffee liqueur, and cinnamon donut.
Ooh.
So our 2 most popular of the childhood classics and our 2 most popular of the fun and hip boozies. And then we have a popular pack, which is 2 jars of chocolate chip and 2 jars of birthday party, because those are the 2 most popular flavors.
I love it. We can do a contest. See which is the #1 flavor ever, depending on the day of the week.
We have a phone call? Yeah. All right, let's see who's on the phone. Easy Bake Oven. Oh, look, do you remember the Easy Bake Oven?
Mine didn't look like that. That's a good one.
Mine was pink, I think.
Mine was just a light bulb.
I loved it. That was my
Frank is on?
favorite oven.
Frank, are you there?
Transferring over right now.
I used to make things in that all the time, but it never tasted good.
Easy Bake Oven?
Yeah.
My
Good?
cousin.
Hi, Frank. How you doing?
Juan Pamaggio. I'm doing good.
You like cookie dough?
Yeah, the reason I called, I would like to offer Happylicious, if they want, a table at our event in October where they can do taste testing for the cookie dough, and we'll list them on our promotion and flyer.
Oh, that'd be fun. Florida Arts Network is having an event for the best music video competition, and 2 awards are being given out, and it's down at Savor Cinema in Fort Lauderdale. If you want to be a vendor down there and do some taste testing.
What I would love, Frank, is if you would reach out to me through, if you're on Instagram, through message in Instagram with the details. I would love to hear more about it, please.
Okay, what is your Instagram?
I'll connect you guys. That'd be a whole lot of fun.
I like the the opportunities of different things you can do with this stuff. I love the cookie idea, cookie stuff.
You want a white label one for this cafe to go with our coffee?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Jaycee can't eat it for different reasons. Jaycee, you can.
We can look at it.
But she has the gluten-free one. You get away with that.
You want to come try them, Chelsea? Which flavor you want?
What flavors do they have?
Many.
We have chocolate chip, we have birthday party and chocolate peanut
Which
butter,
one is
which
that
are
one?
childhood classics, and we have 2 of our
What's their
boozies,
Instagram?
coffee
What's their
liqueur, and
Instagram
cinnamon
handle?
donut.
We'll send you the info, Frank.
I think it's Happylicious.
Happy
Am I
delicious.
looking
All right, we're going to take a commercial break while everyone's doing round 2 of the
Okay.
taste testing.
Take care, guys.
Thanks, Frank. Zari, did you have any?
Bye.
Not yet?
Sorry, go have some.
Coffee?
All right, we'll be right back.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
For real, take your business, any business, to the next level by joining us at the Global Awaken Trinity Summit. 4 days of opportunities and inside info you don't want to miss, as over 35 celebrity speakers will be live in person to teach you exactly how to make your business take off, grow, and thrive. From marketing tool secrets to the best ways to build relationships, partnerships, and make true connections. Founder Kessa Gooden is putting on this once-in-a-lifetime event, the Global Awaken Trinity Summit VIP Gala and Yacht Mastermind, February 29th through March 3rd, 2024 in Miami, Florida. Registration starts at 9 sharp each day. Bring your business partner, your team, your friends, anyone and everyone who wants real success. For tickets, call 404-992-3971. Tickets will not last, so call now. 404-992-3971. Or visit us online at globalawakenedevents.com, and we will see you there.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Todo Bello Balloons is a business that was born out of a passion for creating unique and beautiful balloon designs, including balloon bouquets, balloon arches, balloon columns, and more. We specialize in creating unique and beautiful balloon designs that bring your dreams into reality. We believe that balloons have the power to bring people together and create lasting memories, and we are honored to be part of that experience. Contact us and we will bring happiness to your celebrations with our balloons.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
That's Josh and what is that, a ukulele? Yeah. And what about the blue one? You have 2 ukuleles there.
This one's better.
We can have a battle of the ukuleles because Jaycee plays the ukulele. You don't know that about her. She's like, she taught Tiny Tim. Watch out now. Watch out.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
You know, it's really interesting because our next guest who we're going to be talking to is Johnney T and Jaycee. But it's interesting because we had a meeting this morning, and I'm trying to explain to people about Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and how they changed the culture when they were doing their thing.
No, you said the Bee Gees changed the culture.
Yeah, but we don't need the Bee Gees. We're talking about Frank and, you know, focus.
Okay.
Have a cookie.
Just to refresh it on the
And
meeting,
they don't know them. They're too young. They don't know them. They're like, okay, and they got to look it up and they got to understand it and everything else. The same thing when Jaycee does her promo. Some of the people, even I don't know, some of the people you sing. I had to look them up. I'm just being honest. And my goodness gracious, unbelievable work. So Dean and Frank, they had a lot of things between them that they did. They were good friends. And Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin, they had a long run as well.
My gosh, you remember the Jerry Lewis telethon?
Yeah.
Every Labor Day, right? I can't believe
Day.
nobody else picked it up. They did for a little while.
My mother, that was a requirement. Every Labor Day,
Absolutely.
we watched that.
Yep.
We did
And my
too.
mother says, you touch that TV and I break it your face. I said, no, Mom, whatever you say.
And it rained every
And
Labor
she
Day.
called. She used to call she used to give $25. You would think it was $2,500, $25 million. $2,000. And I giving you the money now.
Think how crazy that nobody picked that up or continued that. I was just thinking about that when you said
That's a
that.
little intimidating.
Freddie, you know, after 20 years.
Choose your
Turn
mic.
your mic. Turn your mic,
Use
because
your
I
mic.
can't hear you.
Use the mic.
Say that again. Slowly. Yes.
Anyway, a little trivia. After 20 years, Dean Martin did not speak to Jerry Lewis. And it was Frank Sinatra on the telethon that brought them together.
Really?
Yep.
And why
Yep.
was that?
Cheryl Brain?
I think Frank just wanted them to get together again. I mean, they hadn't spoken. And if you take a look at the video, they embraced each other like they were brothers again. It was really something to see. And naturally, chairman of the board was the one who put them together. I guess he said, if you guys don't get together, you know.
I'm going to make you get together.
Yeah, but it was something to see. It was really, really moving. Yeah.
Unreal. Did you ever get to see any of these guys in person?
Frank Sinatra.
You did?
Yeah. Dean passed in 95. I never saw him because he was more on the West Coast. You know, he did some stuff here on the East Coast, but never had the opportunity to see him. But everybody says that sometimes they think that Dean was a better entertainer and performer than Frank. But,
We were talking about that with Jaycee.
Yeah.
Yes, we were.
That it's their showmanship. It was the entertainment of what it was, not necessarily, even though the music was spectacular, right, and set precedent for so much music, but it's the way they came together in the entertainment industry and their shtick, like you do for your shows, and we got to see you do a little bit of keeping people engaged and bringing back the memories and everything that goes
Frank
with
was
it.
never considered a great vocalist.
No, he wasn't.
You know, that was the thing. He didn't have those kind of chops as a singer, but as an entertainer, his phrasing, everything about him, his charisma, the way he, took a room and of people and you made them feel like they were in your living room. So that's the exciting. That's the exciting part.
Oh, you want to take out the mic from the stand and hold it?
Did you hear what I said?
Well, the amazing thing is that you got to have stage presence besides the voice.
Without a doubt.
And the stage presence will carry you more than even the voice. But if you have both, watch out now. Now you're getting you're getting out into the deep end of the pool. So you got to have both of them. What I wanted to ask Johnney is, you do Dean Martin.
Yes.
And I got to ask you why. I mean, you even look, when you walk in here, you look like him. And I'm telling you this because I was a
not like Jerry Lewis. Not like Jerry Lewis.
No, you look like Dean. When you walk in here, I used to watch Dean Martin every Saturday night as a kid. And this was probably a rerun. I don't know if it was a rerun or whatever, but I was a young kid. And he used to have that thing where he walked in. Every time he walked into the studio, I go, man, every day he gets more and more that he looks like Dean Martin. Why did you decide to do that whole Dean Martin piece?
Well, actually, just to take it back, a little trivia. When I sang with the Mystics and Jay and the Americans, after I stopped performing in New York and moved to Naples, Florida, there weren't any guys on the street corner to sing with. So then I started to articulate the different voices and sounded like different people. And that's what I started to run with the shows, the Man of Many Voices. And it's worked very well for me so far.
The Men of Many Voices.
And that's the show we're doing on the 19th at 2.
The afternoon, yes, the matinee. So you're gonna see people like Bobby Darin, Dean Martin, Sinatra, Paul Anka, Little Anthony, Dion, Jay Black and the Americans, Neil Diamond, Neil Sedaka. It's going to be a very versatile show, and people are going to enjoy it because as good as I've worked with guys in Vegas that do Sinatra or different artists, after about 45 minutes to an hour, unless you're a real fanatical Sinatra fan or whatever, it gets tiresome. So that's why, like I said, Jaycee too, when she does the different artists, the female artists, especially Barbra Streisand, it makes for a lot of good entertainment because you have to be a little versatile. Versatility and change in this business is what you need. Otherwise, you become stagnant.
That's what I always say.
You become
Variety.
stagnant. You have
You got to
Spice
keep
of
going.
life.
Absolutely. And how was that different than the show you're going to be doing at the 7 o'clock or 7:30? We're doing 7.
7:30.
Well, at 7:30, we're going to focus more on Dean Martin and Bobby Darin, Tony Bennett. Probably more of the crooners.
And Sinatra.
More, yeah, and Sinatra naturally. Mike Dutra's
Yeah.
probably one of the best. He performs all over the country. He's going to put on his blue-eyed contacts for us, and I hate to say it, his wig, and he really takes you back. He does a great job, and together we do a lot of that off-the-cuff type stuff, like you would see Frank and Dean do at the shows in Las Vegas. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be an impromptu, very fun show.
That's what it's all about. We get to do the whole video screen behind it. We're going to get the music set and get all your videos for both shows, correct?
Yep, that'd be great. That'd be great.
We're going to pump it up as well. Sinatra said that the best singer in his day that he thought was the best was Tony Bennett.
Yeah.
He said there was no touching Tony Bennett. He was just above us all, even him.
How did the Rat Pack get their name, the Rat Pack?
Ask them.
Well, the first Rat Pack actually was not Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Paul Anka.
That's correct.
The first Rat Pack was Bogart and his crew, believe it or not. Humphrey Bogart and the people he hung out with at the beginning were initially called the Rat Pack. I think they just took it over when they went into Vegas and they started doing what they were doing.
And
wait a minute. What about Joey Bishop?
Yeah,
He
Joey,
was part of the Rat Pack.
very late entry.
And
late
the
entry.
female was Shirley MacLaine.
Yeah.
Remember?
Shirley MacLaine was a Rat Pack.
Shirley MacLaine was part of that.
Really?
She was the only female.
Yeah, I think they.
Look at all those guys.
Yeah, of course. And then Sammy, yeah.
Who's the
That's
guy on the
Peter
far
Lawford.
right?
Peter Lawford.
Peter Lawford, Joey Bishop. Yeah, Sammy.
Isn't
Davis.
he the guy from the Twilight Zone?
No.
The guy in
Peter
is
Lawford?
That was Kennedy's husband. But,
You are now entering
Too
the
funny.
Twilight Zone. It looks like the guy.
I could have sworn Shirley MacLaine was part of that whole.
I don't remember
Era.
Shirley MacLaine ever being a Rat Pack. What?
Well, I don't know if she was part of the Rat Pack, but she's like the only female. We have to look that up. I think.
I think they had her in a
Alexa.
Rat Pack for other
We have
reasons.
to ask Alexa.
And you do a lot of events on the west coast of Florida also.
Yes.
So this is a first that we haven't really done a lot over here for us.
No. Actually, every year I do 3 or 4 restaurants. I've even had Jaycee come over and do a show with me a couple of times, and I do big shows at the Hilton Ballroom in Naples, which we bring in some national acts. It's really entertaining. So, we have some big shows here too. So we'll talk about them further down the road.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we've got 2 shows coming out in a month.
Jaycee, your show opened up the door. I spent 80% of the weekend, the last 3 days, talking to different people. Because your show actually has opened up the door with the strike, with the movies and everything else. I went to the movies this weekend. Don't ask. Don't ask. And again, I say don't ask because it's already beginning to change. I'm waiting for October 13th when The Exorcist 2 comes out. Other than that, and they're not going to show it at the movies, though. I got to go somewhere
Yes,
else.
so not their demographic.
Why? God is everywhere.
That's not God. That's demons. We don't mess with those.
You got to mess with, if you got God, you got to mess with a demon. But there's a lot of things that I want to do. What is he on? There's a lot of things I want to do with these guys because you were gracious enough to let us open up that Pandora's box. And we got to meet Johnney and all the friends that he has and the voices. And it changes the game as to what's going on right now because we're doing it with a flair. We're going to do red carpets. We're going to be doing different introductions. We're going to be putting it on South Florida Oldies, which is 6 radio stations. We're going to change the game a little bit because, like you said before, you can't be the same. You can't be stagnant. You got to change it up a little bit and everything else. So
Right, and you can't have the same, there's enough to go around for everybody, so to speak. And you can't have the same act 365 days a year. It's just impossible to
And
do.
I would think for
So
you-
you have to join forces, and help one another. And like my musical director, Mark Friedman from the Footlighters organization, who I've had on my show, the Jaycee Dreesen show, many a times, who I work with, their motto is pay it forward. I mean, that's just the way, that's where I got it from him, and his wife, Roddy. I mean, they are just like incredible people, and that's what they live by, is pay it forward. You can't get hurt that way. That's it. You have to pay it forward. And that's what happens here at the Brooklyn Cafe. I mean, that's what happens with you guys. You are constantly paying it forward and helping one another and networking and getting people all together. I mean, that's what you do. So,
That's what
we're
it's all
really
about.
lucky to be part of this family. I mean, this is really,
I was at
this
the
is incredible.
periodontist today because I had an implant last week. I'm talking to the hygienist, and she says, talked about her kids. Finally, I wasn't in pain. Her daughter just moved here from California with a degree in communications. I'm like, oh, so what is she doing? Oh, well, she can't break into the industry because she needs experience. I'm
And
like,
there
well,
you go.
and here you go.
That's right.
She said, well, she works in the afternoons. I said, well, she can be like the rest of my crew. Some come in the morning, some go to school, some work nights.
Yeah.
She looked at me, she says, are you serious? Welcome to the cafe. But that's what it's all about, right? Happy and delicious.
Yeah.
You got to help everyone. It takes a village. 100%.
Oh, definitely takes a village.
now we have Davis Sadaka coming from Sandman Productions. They do the comedy at the Movies of Del Rey on Wednesdays. And I was fortunate enough to see a movie, and him and his girlfriend or his wife were there, and we couldn't figure out the movie. And we went in the lobby, all of us as a group, and we're going back and forth talking to one another, and nobody knew nobody. And then Rochelle came over and says, oh, you guys already met? So they're coming on Friday because we want to talk a little bit about comedy. They're going to come up, and the gentleman producing the Jesus Christ Superstar movie, which is going to air on the 13th, which is a Wednesday, with the comedy people. He's coming up here Friday because I want to talk to him a little bit. That was the #1 movie that my brother loved, and he actually played on Broadway in the band. He got to play guitar piece on that. So I got to see how I can.
And I
maybe
think
I'll give him
JoJo's
some
coming.
cookie stuff.
I think JoJo's coming tomorrow.
And JoJo's coming Thursday.
Okay.
On Thursday with a different act and everything else. So everybody's coming forward. And again, I got to tip my hat because I remember when I met you years ago and we said we were going to do something. COVID got in the way and everything else. Johnny wasn't in the picture yet, but now the family's coming home and all these different elements are coming forward.
Everything comes to those who wait, as they say, right?
Yeah, but I'm
So it's all
61
good.
and getting older, honey. I can't keep waiting. Can't keep waiting because I got to go.
The
As
tortoise
Well,
in the
like
hair.
things are moving now. Things are finally
They are.
moving.
They are, and there's a lot of different things that that I've talked to Johnny about. Johnny's been around the block, and he knows a lot of different venues and places and things of that nature. We'd like to bring as many of these people forward to do more because I believe I've always wanted to do entertainment. Always wanted to have a record label, and they laughed at me.
Oh, no.
They don't laugh no more.
No, now we
Ain't
just go into
nobody
full-on
laughing no
panic
more.
attacks.
Don't laugh
No.
at me because when you laugh, I bite back. And I always wanted to get into this business, meet people like you and do bigger productions and bring in new sounds because today is today and you got to bring in the new sounds for tomorrow as well and just keep going.
Yeah.
And not everything is going to be a success. Some things are going to not work as well as you wish them to, but that's okay.
But I can tell you the one thing you get, I've been watching the morning show again. I don't know if anyone watched the series Morning Show. I stopped and I started watching it again. And it's with Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston. And it's about this network TV and all the shenanigans that go on in their network. The one thing that we always are here is authentic. If we're good, we're good. If we're in a bad mood, you're going to know we're in a bad mood. But it's true to who we are, whether the mics are on or not. When they edit it, it's even more hilarious. But you get what you get here. There are no pretenses.
Well, anything live, there's no excuses. It's you're either on point or you miss it. I'm not NBC and I don't tape it. Jaycee does a show here every other Thursday night.
Live.
And she does it live. She says, what do you mean I'm only going to sing one more song? What do you
I
mean?
never know what's going to happen on my show.
But it's a great show, and she's every other Thursday night. So a lot of things, we make it through summer, and we keep going, and now into fall, and holidays are around the season, which is
Holidays
ridiculous.
are around the corner.
I can't even believe, I mean,
Hard to believe.
Jewish holidays, which everyone says, oh, we can't do anything until after the Jewish holidays.
I
All
don't
right, they're next
understand
week.
that. I don't get that. How come you guys shut shop when the holidays come?
We don't shut shop, but
Puerto
it's all
Ricans
about families.
celebrate in the we do more. We work more.
It's just about families and dinners, and everyone's cooking, except
that's
me.
at
I'm going to be
night.
serving cookie dough.
But that's at night.
No, it's
You
during
don't
the
cook
day.
at 12 o'clock during the day?
During the day, you go to synagogue.
All day?
Some do.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
All day?
Sometimes 2 days.
Can't you just, more than one day? Can't you just go
See?
one day and call it a
See?
day?
I'm going to answer you in Spanish. Yes, no, you go all day. And then
Why?
you eat. You go to temple, you eat lunch. You go to temple, you eat dinner. You go back to temple the next day and you eat again.
So if I built a little temple over there, would you go in there and come out so we could get some stuff done?
And now the beauty of
You
online.
do this?
She's
You
like,
go
yeah.
all day?
I'm bad. I don't go to temple.
But
Me
now they
neither.
have
But I
online.
cook.
Now you can stream it online.
I do cook.
So let me get this right. She's cooking because she put temple on the TV?
Exactly.
It's the same difference? Oh, this is such a crap. I got to tell you something.
COVID changed everything. Now you can watch it
The-
online.
Every time I go to book a thing, I can, the Jewish holiday. I said, so what? What about the Catholic holidays? We dance, we sing, and we keep going.
But it's only for this month, and then you're good to go. That's why everything starts in October.
This month? The whole month?
Pretty much.
How big of a sinner are you people? You need a lot of days.
Pretty
And what is
much.
this about? What are you?
There's Rosh Hashanah, there's Yom Kippur,
What is that?
then I think there's Shavuot, Simchas Torah.
Shavuot? what?
When you get the Torah, it's like, yeah.
You only get the Torah.
Trees. We've got the
Tree.
trees. Then we've got the Torah.
Trees.
There's so much.
You celebrating trees?
Well, yeah,
The
trees are really
harvest, yeah.
good.
The fall, harvest,
You
Sukkot.
need a new education, Freddie.
I'm getting a migraine. They
There's
celebrate
always
trees.
a reason to celebrate, and then there's a reason to eat.
Yes.
So
Always.
they go hand in hand in
So,
Judaism.
Freddie, the Italians do the same thing, right?
Italians,
we
we-
celebrate and eat a
Seven-
lot.
Yeah.
The 7 meal or the 6 meals. Isn't it 6 meals?
Isn't
and
it
one of them has
seven
to be
fishes?
Seven fish.
Seven
Seven
fish.
fish.
No,
You
I-
need the Jewish girls to tell you about the 7 fish?
No, I went to a Jewish place at home one day, and she was, I think, Italian or something. She gave me like 7 dishes. 1, 2. I said to her, "Can't we like have one of the 7? No, you got to eat 7 dishes. Is that Italian?
Yes.
Yes.
7 dishes. You ever eat that? Yeah, when you come out of there, you weigh 400 pounds.
Steve-O used to talk about the 7 dishes fishes from New York Sound.
7 dishes, fishes.
It's the 7 fishes for Christmas, isn't it?
Yes, yes,
Thank
yes.
you. Do you do 7 fishes for Christmas?
And Freddie, if you ever get a chance, you got to look at Maniscalco's video on Jewish food and Italian food.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's hilarious. It is
We
hilarious.
Yeah,
really
he's
run
very
that.
funny.
We have to run that.
But there's going to be a lot
You
of
have
good-
7 fishes in your house?
No.
You don't even have a guppy. You have to turn the stove on.
I opened up the refrigerator. I'm like, oh, what's coming for lunch today? And none of my choices were very good for today.
Wow, it's funny. 'Cause
It was yogurt, cottage cheese, and hard. I'm like, none of this is really exciting.
Puerto Ricans don't have any of those
It's
problems.
National Cheese Pizza Day from Pizza Rica.
Puerto Rico. We used to have a ham or turkey, one or the other. My mother used to make both. I said, Mom, I want pork chops. She said, you're going to get smacked. She used to tell me. Ham or turkey. That's all we used to
For
get.
what holiday?
All of them. Name it, she made it.
They're around the corner. We're already into
I don't
September.
look forward to
Incredible.
this.
Right?
I don't look forward to this. So why? So, okay, so you guys shut down because you're in synagogue. I'm going to tell you something. If I call you, and you tell me you're going to shut it down, you better be in synagogue. I'm going to go to your house.
So last
I'm
year,
going to go to your house.
And Robin.
last
I'ma
year
say,
I had
hey.
Rosh Hashanah lunch at my house, and Freddie says, "Can we come?" Because it was during the week. I said, "Of course." He came with the entire crew to my house.
I love it.
And I didn't have enough food, so on the way to the house, I said, "You got to stop and get more food." So he stopped. I don't remember who he brought. So,
I had like a
with
car
Bree.
full
I
of
think you
people.
and Bree went
Me,
picked up
Bree,
fried
somebody
chicken
else.
from Publix
Yeah.
and chicken poppers and
Is
brought
that
it to my
allowed?
house. Yeah.
That's the other thing. You got to, whatever you bring, you got to get permission.
So it's
Can I
just
bring
like
this?
we opened everything, we put it out in the kitchen. Everyone was kind of just hanging out.
Your mother was there.
Well, yes.
She says, oh, yeah. I says, yeah, Mom. I Jewish for a day.
Exactly. All right,
That's
we're going
your
to take
deal.
Oh, it was hilarious.
let's take a quick commercial break.
Are we doing
More
that again
music?
this year?
What another?
I'm bringing all 18 of them. I'm bringing.
I'm actually going to
to
go
your house.
visit my daughter for Rosh Hashanah this year.
What a chip! This Jewish is a chip.
The Feast of the Seven Fishes. See that?
The Feast of the Seven Fishes.
We should go to Les Sorel for that.
That looks like
Can
that
you
looks like
imagine?
Jaycee's house. I think we have to go to her house.
There you go.
Jaycee, 7 fishes, baby.
All right, let's take a commercial break.
problem.
More to come. Maybe we can get Jaycee. We can put some music up of Jaycee Drazen.
Yes, let's do that.
Let's do that. More to come. We'll be right back.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? We can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents or having to waste time showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your house to foreclosure. If you have equity in your home, we'll buy your home and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call now before your situation gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just need anymore and get the cash you need today. Call this number now.
Call 855-348-5925. That's 855-348-5925. Again, 855-348-5925.
Tax audits, tax liens, wage garnishments.
Every day we hear stories like this about good folks who are simply struggling to pay their bills. Each of them are living a frightening IRS tax nightmare, and they are afraid it will destroy their lives.
I'm a divorced single mom, and my ex-husband left me and the kids with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid taxes. I was really starting to show my stress on my kids because the IRS had sent me a letter demanding a huge payment from me. I couldn't afford it. So then the IRS was threatening to garnish my wages. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. That would have put me over the edge financially.
It truly seemed hopeless, but then a friend at work told her to call the tax relief line.
The people at the tax relief line, they told me about something called innocent spouse relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't know how that works, and I don't care. All I care about is that I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
Even if it seems hopeless, you should call the number on your screen right now. There is absolutely no cost for the call or the consultation. You are under no obligation. If you are worried that the IRS could garnish your wages, seize your assets, even take your home, call us right now. The Tax Relief Line is here to help you. Now you have a knowledgeable, professional team of tax experts that are ready to negotiate with the IRS and fight for you to save you money. The Tax Relief Line's professionals have successfully negotiated thousands of cases, reducing and sometimes even eliminating the tax debt for their clients. It's very easy to get started. Simply call the number on your screen right now. You don't have to live in fear anymore. The call and the consultation are free.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina along with spokesman Rob. So Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Hey Kaylee, what's up?
Hey, nothing, what's up?
Nothing, just looking for music for grandpa that I listen to while we're in the car.
What's wrong with listen to now?
Let's just say we have different tastes, you know?
Why don't you try listen to a podcast on Spotify?
Like which one?
The Broken Cafe Studio one is really good.
Okay, I'll try that one out, thanks.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought. You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
It's not a whispered word or pretty phrase. It's not a touch. It's not a gaze. It's not how we hold on, but how we grow. It's standing back and letting go. It's not the beauty of making someone yours. Love sets us free. Love opens doors. Love says move on. Stand on your own. Love knows when someone else needs to rise and walk along. Life has to change. Don't wonder why. It needs to feel the light of the open sky. If we hold on too tight, how can a dream take flight? Open my arms and let him fly. It's not just pulling someone very near. It's having faith instead of fear. You can't hold someone back when his dream calls. Love is a home that has no walls. Yes, he may disappear. There's no way to know. You take that chance. You let him go. Go find your dream. Be who you are. I want much more for you than a wish upon a star. Move from my side. I will
And we're back.
Your son, our executive producer, sent us directions. Pause, we're not really back yet.
We're back.
You're back now.
My son what?
Sent us directions
To what?
on how to do what we needed to do.
About?
The back end on the office, all those things.
Don't know what she's talking about.
All right, here's a question I have for our crew. There's a new dating term. This is what happens when I stay home and I watch TV. There's a new dating term called cosplaying. It's all about.
That's not a dating term.
This is what they tell me on Drew Barrymore. Cosplaying. So what does cosplaying mean to you guys? Because apparently they know what this is. Cosplaying.
We'll make sure Abraham
Drew
sits
Barrymore.
down.
No?
So how did Drew Barrymore say cosplay is a form of dating?
Cosplaying, it's all about asking an ex situationship for a favor.
No, that's not at all.
I think
That's
you're
too bad.
using
There's
the
another.
wrong word.
This is according to the Drew Barrymore show
Oh,
yesterday.
it
See, when I stay
is-
home and watch TV, I get in trouble.
Is it COS?
CAUSE.
Ah, that's why.
What is the other one?
What does the other one mean? Come here.
We thought you were talking about COS
Yeah, what does that mean?
PLAY and
What does that mean?
cosplay. That's when you
What? Again with the cartoons.
you want to grab a you. Wanna,
Practice of dressing up as a character
Yeah.
from a movie, book, or video game.
That's CO.
They didn't. Yeah, you dress up as your favorite characters.
All right, don't talk to me because you always do this, and I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Cosplay.
Comic-Con, Cosby,
Apparently,
Hippo,
this
Happy.
cosplaying is
You just
different
dress
than
up
on
as
Drew
your
Barrymore
favorite
than
character.
the other cosplaying.
Drew Barrymore doesn't know what the hell she's talking about.
She doesn't.
So if you needed a favor from an ex, would you ask them for it?
No.
No.
That's why she's called the X.
You would not ask?
No. I
But
didn't get it
this-
when I was together. You think I'm going to get it now that
Don,
I'm
this
the X?
is like the time where you said that LOL was being replaced by whatever jumble of letters.
I put
Yes.
And that came out of nowhere.
came out of
Like,
nowhere. So-
Nobody said that.
So clearly they should really be tuning into our show for Gen Z slang, not the other TV shows that are on these
Drew
big
Barrymore,
networks.
if you're watching, honey. Listen, I got from Charlotte.
I also
got,
learned how to take lipstick out of a sheet
Johnny, I got
yesterday.
something for you. Can't wait to see you perform again, Johnny. Love your show and love the movies of Del Rey venue. Thank you as a huge fan, Dawn and Freddie and Jaycee, for making all of us so happy, especially me. This is coming from Charlotte.
Ah. Thank you, Charlotte.
So get your tickets. October 19th, there is a matinee and there's a 7:30 p.m. show. Dean, and you made it really tough because you should see both. How do you see one and not the other?
I know, you got to go spend
You
the
gotta
whole
see both.
entire day at Movies of Del Rey.
I mean, but
hey,
think about it.
that rhymes.
Spend the day?
your day at Movies of Del Rey.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, I'm a poet and don't even know it. Oh.
That rhymes too.
I'll bring a few cases of wine.
Oh,
Let them
Yeah,
stay
tell me
over.
about the wine. Are you a wine producer?
No, I don't produce wine, but we have a distributorship. Di Bartolo. We're located up on where the airport is, on Belvedere. And we supply to Doris's, to Joseph's. So if you're interested in getting some good product for a lot less than you pay at Doris's, let me know.
I don't know. Wine and cookie dough and coffee. Come to my house for
And
breakfast.
music.
Come to my house for breakfast,
Right.
right? That's it. That's all we're doing.
Breakfast is another word for breakfast.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, except that they separate it, like your letters on your name is separated.
But it's all the same. You're breaking fast like breakfast every day.
You are hilarious.
Wine.
You're hilarious. You're gonna have wine for breakfast?
I would always go to my girlfriend's house for breakfast, and her grandmother would always break the fast with a shot of bourbon. So why not break it with some wine? She said, so she would always have a shot of whiskey before she would eat for breakfast. She was 92.
Wow.
Now
So
I
you got to figure longevity.
I got JoJo is renting a bus from Melbourne
Yeah.
to bring people to the shows.
Oh, nice.
So I told her, I just texted her that Johnny has a connection for wines and stuff, so maybe we work something together in there. And now that I see the Love Man in the studio, I'm thinking we should rent the Love Bus. Now the bus goes to the Movies of Del Rey and just sits there. It ain't going nowhere. It just sits there. People go on the bus. You guys come in, or you have some wine, take some autographs, some pictures, And then the next crew goes in there. It goes nowhere.
The
It's
Lovemobile?
Love the Lovemobile.
I once dated a guy who had a van. My father called it something else.
And the focus issue continues.
Yeah, he wouldn't let me in it. So let's
Well-
come up with another name than the Love Bus.
What? Why? I grew up on
Because
the
you made
Love
me think of
Bus.
what my father used to tell me I
The
couldn't do.
Love Bus was a hippie bus.
Maybe like the Partridge Family bus.
Ay.
That was a good bus. Ask her what was in the cookie dough. It's because I had too much cookie dough is what I think.
But
You sure there was no boozy cookie dough there?
There was a lot of happiness.
See, that's what you have to do. This
That's
happy,
what you get.
Happy-licious cookie dough.
That's what happens when you drink a lot. You get happy, and then you tell Your
Cookie
Honor,
dough.
I drove, but I was cookie happy.
I was happy.
Put it in my coffee, and I left my coffee over there. So it's all good. I'm really excited, though, about this concert venue that we've got going. And Jaycee, thank you so much. Thank you, Trippy, for bringing this forward because it's going to be so much fun.
I'm excited. I can't wait. It's going to be a great day. I'm going to be there all day.
All day.
night. Yeah.
Actually, you're going to
We're
be
gonna
making
do the
some,
red
some
carpet.
appearances on the red carpet.
We're going to do red carpet. We're going to do interviews. We're going to do giveaways. I mean, it's going to be another.
Just remember, do not let her
No,
anywhere
exactly.
near the
giving
Dawn is
away.
not going to do the giveaways.
Queen of the giveaways. Maybe we can do some giveaways with some cookie dough, some coffee. We can do little.
Yeah, but we're going to
giveaways.
write it down. We'll let Trippy in charge of the giveaways, Mrs. $15,000. She gave away $15,000 worth of giveaways.
Wasn't everyone
at
happy,
Jaycee's concert. She was only supposed to give away a third of that, a third. And she gave them all. I says, okay, let me get them back. She says, no, I gave them all out. What do you mean you gave them
Then
all
there were
out?
people raising their hands. Well, I want a cruise. I want dinner. Then people wanted what they wanted. They wanted dinner for two at Les Sorel. They wanted. Then I was giving out dinner and a movie. It was a whole lot of fun.
You gave out 25 cruises?
Have people been into Les Sorel though with the gift cards that we gave out? Have you gotten any feedback?
I
Oh, she
believe,
won, no?
yeah,
Yeah.
I believe they have, yeah.
So there you go. Then it's
Yep.
a win-win.
Yep.
Should have
Right?
used it on Labor Day. That's the best time to use that bad.
Totally worth it then.
I didn't even get to I bought tickets, so I was entitled to the stub. And I went in there. I don't know if they called my name or not. By the time I got in there, everything was done.
Maybe. Eileen never got her ticket stuff either.
I found hers. It was on the floor. I don't know if that one won.
But it's nice to come out of summer and go into fall. And we're working with Pamela Chanel David on the Reinvented Knife. 90 days push into the new year. Time to
What are we
push
pushing?
push your business into the new year. Because you know what happens? Everyone says after the Jewish holidays. All right, that takes you till the end of September.
We're
And
back
you've
to
got
that again.
until, no, and then Thanksgiving, people say from Thanksgiving to Christmas, and then Christmas to New Year's. So somewhere in there, we all have to work to make a living. So push your business to the next level. Be happy, have some cookies. That's what we're doing with Chanel this week.
You're remarkable.
Why?
Because you are. Johnny, they want to know if Dean Martin can do a song for a product. In other words, can you do the voice for a product?
Apple juice?
Of course.
Like an apple juice or cookies, whatever. I think that's kind of brilliant
Yeah.
to use
Yeah.
the voices.
And who's this person?
A guy named Mark from New York City. Oh, you know who this guy is? That guy who texted us last Friday. He's a big fan of ours in Long Island, as a matter of fact. Probably because you went up there, he watches us now. You did a concert up there, right?
I did. Yep.
This guy calls me, he says, oh, I know Jaycee. I don't know if he went to the concert, but I want to be you in the show. And he's from New York City. He has all these gizmos that he sells.
Okay.
JC, when are you back at Les Sorel?
Friday, September 22nd, and Saturday, September 30th. Twice this month.
They're going to be packed busy.
This is the time
Season is
where,
kicking in.
Yeah, after September, the end of September, going forward, yeah.
Well, you're at the other place, too.
Pizzeria Sophia, I am there this Sunday from
I gave
12
up
to
trying
2,
to go.
and
I gave up
I
trying to
believe
go.
it's already sold out.
It's
It's
the
sold
guy
out.
says it's an hour wait. I said in an hour it should be done.
Yeah.
Can I make a plug?
Absolutely.
If you had an opportunity, come down and see me at Anthony's Runway 84.
Yeah, when are you there again?
I was just there last week. Week after next, probably Tuesday. And also a new place on October 7th, City Fish
In Boca?
in Boca, right by the Turnpike.
Oh, City Fish.
So
I know
they've
that
got
used to be my favorite restaurant.
They got a great happy hour from like $5 to $11.50. You can get some great stuff.
When are
And,
you there?
Saturdays. I'm gonna start Saturdays, October 7th.
Before
At
the
what
Pink
time?
Floyd concert.
Every Saturday?
Yeah, from 6:30 to 9:30.
Oh, you're gonna see me there. That's my favorite restaurant.
I'm sorry, 6 to 9, but the happy hour is 4:30 to 6:30, and they got some great stuff. The wines are like $8. The beers are $4.
The food is to die for.
Yeah,
It's unbelievable.
So they got a lot of good stuff on their menu, the happy hour menu.
Sally goes
Wasn't
there all the
Runway
time.
on Sundays?
Runway
is on Sundays.
Yeah, the other
You
place
just
is
said
on-
Tuesday.
No, we change it. Well, he changes it up on me.
So okay, so
I was-
Runway is
I'm
when are you gonna be
confused.
around with me or something?
Yeah, Tuesday after next.
You're
But
gonna be
you have
there
to look
Tuesday
at-
night.
Yeah, you have to look at the.
Okay,
my
but what
Facebook
time
page.
Tuesday night?
I actually only have to do 6 to 8 Tuesday. And then, like I said, it's 6 to 9 at the
Fish Market.
City Fish.
And 6 to 8 is the Runway. Where is Runway located?
Right on 84, State Road 84. That's why it's Runway 84.
Near like
I guess.
595
In Fort
and State
Lauderdale.
Road
Fort
84,
Lauderdale.
near the airport.
Yeah.
Yes, Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay. Oh, down by the airport. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
and you know where City Fish is, and then starting in October also a place called Zona Blue on Okeechobee Boulevard. Great food, Sardinian, and they got some real
What's
nice stuff.
Sardinian food? Don't say food from Sardinia.
It's kind of a cross between a little bit of an Italian taste to it, but they serve a lot of different stuff, and they also have pizza that's out of this world.
It's a female owner, isn't it?
No. Well, I'm not sure because the owner, the first one is in Parkland, and that's a big one. This one is a little smaller, but it's got indoor-outdoor.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing indoor-outdoor when I perform there.
I've actually been there.
You
I
have
know,
been?
I know the owner. Yes. She had
Yeah.
a book that she wanted us to put.
Oh, is that the place we went?
Way back in the day.
Back up by Sarah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice place. Nice
Very
place. Food
nice.
is out of this world.
Well, how do people get tickets? Look at that.
Wow, look at that.
What is that? What is that?
Sardinian food.
Sardinian
Sea
food.
urchin? Do you, How do you eat
You
that?
don't eat the shell.
You,
That looks
you
yummy.
eat the orange inside?
Yeah. And you can eat that, Jaycee.
No, I can't eat the pasta,
It's
but
not-
I could eat
You
the.
could eat the sea urchin?
I could eat the urchin.
Anyone have you eaten sea urchin before? No. How do you know how to eat it?
I watched Johnney eat it.
Yeah, it's still
G-Man, you
stuck
ever
in
had
my
sea
throat.
urchin? No. Anyone had sea urchin?
No.
But Zari knows how to eat it. It looked like a kiwi where it's like a sushi, but you only eat the
She
inside.
knows how to eat it, but she's never eaten it.
That's why I'm wondering how she knows. What's it taste like? You don't tell
Like
me
an
chicken.
urchin.
Like
a
butter?
Sardinian.
It's delicious. I've had it sushi.
Sea urchin sushi?
Sea urchin on sushi.
Really?
That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. I thought I had it when I had sushi.
Wow, interesting. So
Gotta
many
move
things
on.
to learn.
Let's stick with the seven fishes.
The love bus and the
Seven fishes is back.
Seven
There's no
fishes.
love bus, by the way. And Dawn, you'll have to come in because your dad never let you. You'll have to come in.
Well, he didn't let me. Just made it and do it. Shh.
I gotta ask you a question. Do you eat lobster?
No.
Do you eat lobster?
Yes.
Only 'cause I'm allergic
I am
to
a
it.
lobster. I'm actually going out for lobster tonight.
lobster.
But
I
wait
am
a minute, wait a minute.
lobster connoisseur.
Time out.
I know.
I watched the Seinfeld last night,
I know.
and she wasn't allowed to eat lobster.
Because they're bottom feeders.
By feeding
If you
butter
keep
or what?
kosher, then
ocean.
you can't eat
Right.
lobster.
Can't even have a
you
mic
can't
for
have
you.
shellfish. But
So you can't eat it.
No.
if you keep kosher, but you can be Jewish and not keep kosher, in which case,
You
go
can eat-
for it.
Right.
So
Lobster's
how
my
do you make a
favorite.
lobster kosher?
You can't.
You
You
can't.
can't.
They're bottom feeders. They eat
You just
junk
decide
off the
that-
bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's because you're allergic, Dawn.
I don't eat it because I'm allergic, but yeah.
You're not allergic to shrimp.
No.
So just lobster.
Just lobster.
And shrimp are bottom feeders too.
Yes.
You can't eat that either.
Can't eat that.
Shellfish,
Pig.
no.
She can eat it. She just.
But if Jewish, if you're kosher, you can't eat. You're not supposed to
Right.
eat it because it's not kosher.
I eat it all. Sea urchin, lobster,
You're kosher?
Lobster is
No.
the best.
Or you just eat it?
Oh,
I'm just a lover
I
of
love
food.
lobster.
There you go. Okay, I was just wondering because I saw it on Seinfeld. I watched the Seinfeld marathon yesterday for 8 hours.
Oh my
Oh my God.
How was it for you?
8 hours.
It was on channel 70, which is the comedy channel. and I watched it from 2 o'clock until I don't know when.
Wow.
And they had this section on she couldn't eat lobster.
Elaine?
I almost called you and said, you can't eat lobster.
There is kosher and not kosher.
Yeah.
And it's a whole thing about chewing its cud and the webbed feet and this whole thing.
So as long as it swims,
Split hooves, right.
High holidays doing?
next week.
Next week.
Next Friday?
Next Friday.
Rosh Hashanah?
Yep.
Yes.
First night.
Yep.
I haven't heard a word about it. Like,
I don't know. You haven't
Here.
been in my house then. All I've been doing is planning what we're making for dinner.
So Yom Kippur is what, 12 days
10 days
The
later.
Yeah.
10 days later?
Sunday the
I
25th.
love you.
Yeah.
You're like my Jewish mama.
Sunday the 25th
What's your
is
name?
Kol Nidre.
Betsy,
The what?
it's
Kol
great. I
Nidre.
can all about
Kenny
it.
Love, I love you.
So,
You're
Kenny,
amazing.
watch your feet because you're going to take my speaker back. What is, wait a minute, I got another one here. What is this called?
Kol Nidre. Ever see
Holy smokes.
Jazz Singer with Neil Diamond? One of the
Ah.
best movies probably
Johnny,
ever.
do you do Neil Diamond?
Yes.
You
Yes,
do.
that's what
Let
makes
me
me
hear
think
a
of
little
it.
Neil Diamond from you.
I'm sorry?
Give me a line.
I do, what I do? Cherry Cherry and Baby loves me, yes, yes, she does. Oh, the girl's out of sight, yeah.
Can you do September Morn? Because I had it on my show, my love show last week.
I don't do September Morn, but I do several of.
Because I think you could do it.
He's got a Broadway show that I heard is
September
amazing.
Morn.
The Neil Diamond show on Broadway, supposed to be spectacular.
Sweet Caroline, don't you?
Yeah, Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline.
Everyone does Sweet Caroline, yeah.
Now, do you ever take requests from the studio audience? If you know it, you do it?
Yeah, and most of the time at the end of the show,
you take a request.
I take a request. I mean, I have 1,970 some odd videos, audio.
You know all those songs?
Yeah.
How the hell do you remember all those songs?
If you forget a word, you make it up.
Kind of like us.
He's good.
There you go.
He's good. That's good.
That's true.
All right.
You do it too?
Yeah.
You
know,
make it up?
Yeah.
People don't know every word of
Holy
every song.
smokes.
They do not. We should do a game for trivia on lyrics. I would totally lose because I don't know any real lyrics. I make them up in my head.
You'd be surprised. You know them.
Except now that I'm with you, I listen more. Like they make sense.
You'd be surprised.
Well, because this is now a Jaycee production. What we're going to do is we're going to curtain off a section outside of Theater 1 so that Johnny and you, when you guys do your gig, your stuff, you're going to have a room in there, like a little green room. And we put some chairs in there, something for you to drink so you can chill out. And it's called, Kim calls it Pole and Curtain.
Pole and curtain. That's
So
okay,
there'll
that's
be a
good.
little something because we learned
Yes.
that you need a place to go before the show.
Pole and curtain. All right.
In between the shows.
Ready to
So.
wrap this up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can interview Jaycee as Joe Pesci. Don't ever go for my head. Don't ever go for my head. You hear me, Freddie? You'll be dead.
All right.
Oh,
Check
that
out our
note.
website, events.amp2.tv, to get all your tickets for Johnney T, and Frank on October 19th. Jaycee Dreesen, a salute to our veterans, and the Divas on November 10th at Movies of Delray. Check out the Bee Gees tribute with Willie Cintron on October 12th, and more to come. Pink Floyd, we've got VIP seats October 7th. Tickets post. It's the pre-game, pre-show, and VIP tickets and a VIP interview. So more to come. Check all that out on our events page. And see what else we got cooking.
It's all there, so don't be
And
late.
for more cookie dough, go to happylicious.com. It's all about being happy and delicious, all in the same bite.
And also spread the love Friday at the Florida Love Show.
Florida Love Show.
3 p.m.
Friday at 3 o'clock.
3
Have a
o'clock.
great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe. It's National Cheese Pizza Day. Check out Pizza Rica right here on Boca Raton Boulevard. And we'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.